president meets with Prime Minister Modi, then the protection of the Muslim minority in a majority Hindu India, that's something worth mentioning. Because, and by the way, if I had a conversation with Prime Minister Modi, who I know well, part of my argument would be that if you do not protect the rights of ethnic minorities in India, then there is a strong possibility India at some point starts pulling apart. And we've seen what happens when you start getting those kinds of large internal conflicts. So that would be contrary to the interests not just of Muslim India, but also Hindu India. So I think it's important to be able to talk about these things honestly. You're never going to have things are never going to be as clean as you'd like, because the world is complicated.
कुछ दिन पहले ओबामा ने भारत के मुसलमान माइनॉरिटी को लेकर बड़ा ज्ञान दे रहा, तो आज एक भारत का जिम्मेदार सनातनी खुश मुसलमान ने इस जिहादी विक्टिम कार्ड होल्डर से एक सवाल पूछा है। अगर उनका सवाल उस विक्टिम कार्ड होल्डर तक पहुंच जाए तो बहुत अच्छा होगा। एक बात समझ आ गया है कि इन जैसे लोग, चाहे पंचर पुत्र हो, चाहे अमेरिका का राष्ट्रपति, सबके पास विक्टिम कार्ड होता है।
Hello, Mr. Barack Hussein Obama. This is Dr. Syed Rizwan Ahmed, an Indian who happens to be a happy Muslim. The other day, you were advising and showing your concern for the Indian Muslims, freedom of speech, and the right of religion for Muslims. Recently, after your advice, two things very important happened in your country and in Europe. In Sweden, a person sought permission from their court to burn the Holy Quran on the day of Eid in front of their main mosque. And the court of Sweden allowed this happening on the day of Eid. And the person who was burning the Holy Quran was also provided protection by the state. Number one. Number two, affirmative admission policy of US, where the Afro-Americans and the Native Americans were granted special priority and privilege at the time of seeking admission in the university. The Honorable Supreme Court of America 2 days back has held that provision to be unlawful, void, and the Honorable Supreme Court has abrogated their provision, which will greatly affect the academic rights of Afro-Americans and the Native Americans. Now, I as an Indian Muslim, I need your response as to what has happened in Sweden and what has happened in America. And at both the places, it was the court which relegated and abrogated the rights of the minorities and the underprivileged of both the nations. So the great nation of Bharat needs your response on this, Mr. Barack Hussein Obama.